What's going on, everyone? It's Jason Stewart again from mindbodymax.com, and I'm continuing to answer questions via YouTube that I get through emails or blog posts, etc., even on Facebook. So I got an interesting question a couple of days ago from Kevin, from my man Kevin, and Kevin says, Jason, I recently downloaded the Science of Lean ebook. I thought it was fantastic. Thank you for the great information. I also saw a post that you put on your blog that briefly mentioned exercising in a fasted state or fasted state exercise. I've heard that phrase before. I'm not quite sure what it means. Could you please tell me a little bit more about that and why it is important? Thanks again. I hope to hear from you, Kevin. Okay. Let's do that. Fasted state exercise. I've mentioned that before in other places, and the biggest thing you want to remember, I guess, about burning fat, which is what we're talking about. It's not so much about losing weight. Everybody, when they say lose weight, they really mean burn fat. So the biggest thing you want to understand about that is your hormones, and specifically the hormone insulin. Insulin triggers your body to store calories. So basically, when you eat something, your body immediately, insulin levels raise, typically to some extent, and that triggers your body or signals your body to take those calories and either move them to your muscles or store them as fat to be able to use for energy later. Now, when your insulin levels are high, as in like right after a meal or something like that, you are in basically storage mode. You're not in fat burning mode. And obviously, when you're doing things like exercising or cardio, most people are doing that to some extent in order to burn fat. So the idea basically behind exercising in a fasted state or lifting weights, cardio, whatever you want to call it, is you want to have your insulin levels low. When your insulin levels are low, you are basically allowing your body to use your own body fat as energy, which obviously burns the body fat. So, that's the very efficient way to actually take the time. If you're going to take the time to exercise and do cardio, all of those things, you want to get the best results possible. And that is the basic premise behind doing cardio in a fasted state. When I say fasted state, I mean you haven't eaten for the past 10 to 12 hours at least, not 2 hours or 3 hours. I mean, a significant time has passed, since your last intake of any sort of calories. So, words of caution though, just from experience having done this, you want to make sure that you are probably in a low to moderate state of physical activity. You don't want to do anything really extreme if you're an athlete or if you're training for something or if you're running a marathon or anything like that. Obviously, working out or doing something extreme in a fasted state is probably a little bit dangerous. So I would caution you away from that. But light to moderate activity, if it's something new for you, I'd start out with that and kind of see how it works for you. But that's the premise behind it, and it's all about controlling your insulin levels. The biggest thing to remember, if your insulin is high, you're not burning any fat. If your insulin is low, you have put your body in a state where it has an opportunity to burn fat for calories, and that's really what you're looking for if you're trying to get leaner and lose body fat. So, Kev, my man, I hope that helps. As always, you can email me at comments@mindbodymax.com. I'll have the links posted at the bottom of the video. Download your copy of the Science of Lean at mindbodymax.com, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care.